And I'm back, and I've done a whole bunch of progress, as you can see here. I've added like 3 more temporary storage shells on top of the one we have already, so we can have they just fit actually quite nicely in here before the end of this thing here. Like that, so we have 3 of these cells here doing its job and allow us for a total of 4, which isn't a lot. I was hoping to have a bit more than that, but that's all it's really going to fit particularly conveniently. I guess I could add one more on the side, but I didn't feel like bringing everything up more than that. So that will do its job. I also added a little passage right here and modified this so that you can go from like that over to here and into all these villagers, into all these storage cells. We're probably not going to need more than 3. I've also added a whole bunch more water streams. The first one is this one at the top here, as you can see. It's just connected to this bottom one. So if the villagers don't find a temporary storage cell to go into, they'll go back up across, and I guess kind of hard to see here, but they'll drop back down somewhere over there, back into the top water stream, so that they'll just go in around in a big loop until they find a cell to go in. So that will be good. I won't keep them from backing up. I also just have, before I have the one that would go, the feeder tube from the village reader. Nice and simple. I've got a couple of villages here. One should go up soon, so we might actually be able to see that. And then I have this one here that goes from the bottom, the output from the temporary storage shells. It goes up into this item elevator, bob elevator, whatever, water elevator, and it's going to go across. And this is going to go towards, all the buildings that are around here, like that. And a few more things here. I have is a lava pit that I have not put stuff in, so I want to have a joint going off this one right about here, like that, so that if I want to get rid of any villagers, I can just drop lag spike. I hate these lab spikes, but yeah, if we want to get rid of them, we can just join the joint here, and it's going to plop in here. I also designed in Creative a little noise-making machine with some note blocks that lets you know whenever that joint is open to allow villagers go in here, so just so you don't accidentally drop them in the lava. So it's somewhat obvious, at least, that you're about to do what you're going to do. And over here we have a holding pen, as I was talking about here. They keep crying on the door because they keep, the villagers at night, they keep wanting to go over here to the doors, because that's where they think our house is. So it's a bit of a pain, but that's what we're going to have to deal with. There's a door over here that we can use. So yeah, this is going to be a pen. So if we want to take the villagers out somewhere else, we can have another portal here. I haven't lit it up because then they often just walk into the nether portal, which is bad. You lose a whole bunch of villagers. I'm going to have a automatic nether portal that will turn on and off, so that we can just use it when we need to, and we can just push them in like that, and then transport them off to whoever needs them or whatever like that. I might even set up a villager shop, something at spawn with some villagers in that people can take. And then we're gonna have, I've got a couple of doors that we can push villagers in like that. I'm gonna have a output pipe. I put water stream that you're gonna be able to push into this little pool here that will go into our water stream that will come out. It'll be easy to show you outside. A water stream that comes up, like so, and up to about that level, above the level above this level here, so that it'll go all the way across and it'll plop it down over here, so it'll go back into the loop. So I'll plop it down to the top one, so that they'll flow back down there and flow in the temporary cells. So if we want to take any villagers out of this pen, like I have a whole bunch now that I've been putting in, from all the ones that we're breeding, if we want to put them back into the system, we can just push them into there, and they'll run. And of course, if any of them gets out, we can just push them into the pen and stuff like that. And that's, I think, about it for that. I'm trying to think if there's any other features I want to put in the pen, but no, I think that'll be good. So we'll have an output 1, and we also have a connection to the lava pit, possibly. So if we want to just get rid of them directly, we don't have to go all the way through the temporary storage cells and then into the lava pit. But yeah, that's what that's going to do. And then over here, it's pretty much just going to output into the first building. So we'll have a joint. One passage will go to the first building, and the other one will go off, and then we'll connect to the second building, and so on. So you just have to flip the one thing so that it goes into the building, like that. Okay, what we have to do next is we of course have to add the connections to these 2 little service things here, one into the lava pit, as well as add a noise maker and a joint for that, and then a joint and a joint over here that will go into here, and then we have to start. I'll just start laying out the various buildings and stuff and the water stream where we want them to go, and then we have to figure out if we need to expand this. I believe we're gonna have to add in their circle that way, because there's not gonna be enough space for the buildings I want. I have to also keep an eye on the fact that we have on the server there's a limit to 30 mobs per farm or per area. and of course this counts for it. So we have to sort of keep an eye on that. So we can only have however many mobs. So it will be about 5 or 6 per type. We have 5 types, something like that. Anyways, we'll have to figure that out. It's not a lot, so yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyways. But yeah, that's that, and then yeah, start laying out all the various things. I'm not actually gonna build the buildings. I'm not gonna build in this episode. But yeah, that's the last thing I want to do this episode. Is just start laying stuff out, and I don't know if there's any other finishing touches I want to do here. Probably a little bit more decoration in this area, because I just want to kind of finish this up so that we can move on to the buildings and the expansion of this area, etc. next episode. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then yeah, we'll finish up the episode. Okay, so I have a villager over in here in one of the holding cells, and I just wanted to show you the journey it's gonna take once we let out. So of course we can go and see what it is. It's blacksmith's armor, not a bad trade. Not really good anyway. But yeah, and then we can simply hit this button. He's gonna fall down into the water stream, and we're gonna watch him where he goes here. He gets stuck. I might need to put a cover on that. Might be a good idea. But other than that, we should be able to see him coming over here. Here he comes. That guy is following him. He's like, I want to see you. A little bit laggy. That's probably server lag, and a little bit that the water streams are not perfectly set up. He's gonna go up to the water like this. Slowly, server lag. But yeah, and then he'll head into the system, which will either go into the various buildings or into one of these things here. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention over here that I'm actually gonna have on the return trip, because if you let a villager out of one of the storage shells inside one of the buildings that are around here, it'll go out back into that normal villager and normal water stream, and then I'm gonna go, and that water stream is gonna come. Once it's gone by all the buildings, it's gonna come back over here, and it's gonna be an narrow lava pit, so that you don't have to have the villagers go all the way if you want to get rid of them, and then they were in the storage, one of the buildings, so you don't have to head back all the way back into the temporary storage shells and let them out back. That way you get to the lava pit over there. So we'll have one more lava pit over here. But yeah, so I actually should probably turn off the villager meter because it's got a lot of villagers already in it. So yeah, sorry villager, you're not going to stay around for much longer. Just like so. And we'll continue to breed villagers, but they'll just die because they'll get suffocated in there. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna keep going working. And there it is. And there it is. I've hooked up the lava pit and stuff. Put all the electronics, or whatever you want to call it, redstone, in the system here. I have the joint up here, which is... Did I show you? I'm going to show you that in the creative world, but if we hop over here, like, come on, you can do it. Here we go. You can see it a little better, but there's one piston stopping the water from going this way, and then one piston. If we flip the lever here, that stops it from going the other way. Over there. So it blocks off going that way and lets it go this way, so the villagers can go and they fall down into the lava pit. And if I turn the music up here a little better, but yeah, we have a little bit of alarm here, so that when you have the villager, when you have that little gate open, when we have that gate open, it really lets you know, so that you don't accidentally put any villagers in the lava. But yeah, so I actually have one villager in the temporary storage. I want to keep that one over there, but this one over here I don't want to keep. Butcher, not really particular. Leather worker. I don't really want to keep that one. And I've got several already, so I can press the button like so, let him down. And he'll come around here. And when he's coming down there, these guys, actually, as you can see by the lack of villagers in the storage area, I had a bit of a disaster. For some reason, I didn't light it up at one point, and all the villagers got killed by zombies. There was a zombie siege, I believe, because it's like a programmable event with villagers, and a whole bunch obviously spawned when I wasn't looking, and yeah. But yeah, we can see him going over here, and it takes a couple times for them. Oh, and into the pit of doom. No, shut this off because it's annoying. But yeah, that's how that gets there. If we sleep here quickly, so it's not night anymore, I can show you all the new features of the storage area, whatever you want to call it, thing here. So that's the little setup I have here. Really simple redstone, just a torch tower and 2 pistons up there connected, and then just a simple clock with the no blocks here that are making the noise. Now if we go around to here, I've made a few new features to this area. First one is that if you're trying to put villagers in here and you have a villager like this that is right against the door, it can be very annoying. It can be very annoying to sort of get them away, and they'll just end up running out and stuff. So I've added this little feature. So if you press the button here, there's also a button on the inside as well. Put the water, and this guy is there, but we can just push him in, and they all get pushed away from the door, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's the first feature, and that's kind of the reason why they all got killed by zombies is that put out a whole bunch of torches and a whole bunch of them spawned, I guess, and this game decided that it wanted to be a zombie siege. Okay, next one is if I push this guy away so he doesn't go in here, the portal animation. I just have it over here, move it over a little bit. But the portal animation here, if I press this button, it lights the portal. Push this button, it breaks it. So again, we get rid of that. So we can just, if we want to put a villager through, we can just do that, push them over, and then when we're done, break that, so that we don't have villagers accidentally walking into the portal all the time. And the last thing I have in here is the exit chute. So if we want to say we want this, I don't know, let's say we don't want this ladder worker anymore. I don't need any more ladder workers. Okay, so we can get this guy out. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, wait, will you come out? Okay, never mind. Say we want to move this farmer to somewhere else because we want to keep him. So, I'm gonna push him into this water stream like that. We put trapdoors so no one else ones fall in, and then we can watch him go, and he's going to end up in the very top stream, in that stream here. As you can see, there's water over here. There's the elevator piece going up there, and he's going to come around. He's going to fall into that top stream, which is running that way, and it's going to fall back into the top stream of the temporary storage, which is here, and then he'll fall into the nearest temporary storage shell, which will go here in a second. We can show you that. It'll take us a little while. Whoa, okay. There's obviously a bug over there. He fell out. Yeah, that needs to go fixed. But yeah, anyways, he goes around, they're gonna go fall down and then go there. What happened to you? You fell down. Can I get through here? I can. Nice, and get stuck in the corner, obviously. Anyways, okay, I'll deal with him later. But yeah. So, all I have to do, the last thing I want to do this episode is pretty much put a duplicate of this circuit here, minus the noise-making circuit. I duplicate that circuit over here, where the, for the little water stream that's going to carry the villages from this main stream into the holding area. So yeah, that's what I have to do that, and then we'll be finished up. And I finished up the last little thing I want to do this episode, which is the joint and the little thing, the little passageway that goes and drops villagers down into this little storage pen here. So yeah, nice and simple. It's an exact duplicate of the joint on there. Better go this way. Okay. But yeah, this is exactly a duplicate of that. Same as our torch tower. We can turn that off, and that will hold like that. And we do that, and push it like that. I'm actually going to show you in action because we do have one guy who's sitting in one of these things that we can just let down like that. And he's going to float down. I have to actually push the rest of these villagers here into the pen at one point, and then we can start moving on. But yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to do this episode. Yeah, I'm going to let this guy float down. In the next episode, we're going to start, between episodes, I'm going to start working on the layout, where I want the buildings and stuff to be, measuring stuff out, figuring out if I need to expand the building. I have decided how many things I want to have in each building. I want to have 5, which would mean I have a total of 25 villagers, 5 different buildings with 5 different coat types. So that'll be good because I do have to keep this limit under 30 because of the server rules. As you can see, this guy's coming along here. So yeah, I do have to keep it under 30, which means we have 25 villagers in the buildings, 3 in the villager breeder, and we have a few extra ones. That's obviously not too strict. Like if I go 32 or 33, that's not a big deal. But anyways, here it goes. Ta-da! And there we go. Yeah, it's not too strict. Obviously, if I go over 33 or whatever, that's fine. But yeah, we will have a few extra spots for the ones in temporary storage and stuff like that on top of the 28. So we can have like 3 or 4 in temporary storage, which is fine. Yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, and also I'll probably do that between episodes. I also probably want to start working or finish the facade. I haven't done the back yet, so I'll work on that because the next few episodes I'm gonna do this next episode. Work on this, but maybe the episode after that we'll finish off the Meb farm, or at least start finishing it off. It's still a pretty big project there. But yeah, next episode we'll probably start working on the buildings, all this temporary storage shells, and I also have to go find a whole bunch more quartz because we need to have a whole bunch more paths. and things like that. I need to start figuring out the look of the buildings. Probably go in creative, build a few of those. But yeah, hope you enjoy this episode. It's a little longer and more complicated than usual. Got a lot better. So yeah, see you later.